So this riff is going to be a mixture of thumping and general right hand muting. Jumping right into it, the first note we're going to hit is going to be downstroke muted thump on the low E. Then we've got 12 and 14 hammer on pluck with your index finger on the A string. Then we've got down up, and that's going to be muted open string. Hammer on the 7 of the A. Mute that immediately. And that's going to be repeated. So you're going to do down, up, so both of those are muted. Then you're going to hit 12, 14 on the D string. Index finger plucking, 12, 14, mute, and then up stroke with your thumb on the low E. And then we've got, and that's going to be PP on the low E, IM on the D string, all muted. So then we've got, so middle finger pluck 7, downstroke the E. Then we've got this phrase. And that's going to be down, up, muted on the low E with PP. Hammer on the 7, slide to the 10. And that's going to be 11, 12, 14 on the G, D, and A. This is going to be down, up, hammer on the 9, middle finger pluck the open G. And that's going to be 5, 7, hammer on from nowhere on the E string. Middle finger pluck the open B. Hammer on from nowhere, 9, 12, and immediately mute that. So, and because you've muted, that kind of acts as your downstroke so that you can upstroke that 3 on the low E, and then 7, pluck with your middle finger on the high E. So that looks like. Then we've got this phrase. So that's going to be downstroke, upstroke, downstroke, upstroke, hammer on the 8, and then downstroke again. So then we've got plucking the 7, 9 on the D. Do that twice, and then on the third time we've got, so that's downstroke, open, hammer on the A, mute, hammer on the 7 of the A, and then middle finger pluck the open G. Then we've got another PPIM on PP on the low E, IM on the D string. Then we've got 4 notes. So that's down, up, mute, up, hammer on the 5, middle finger pluck the open A, and then immediately going to hammer on the 7, and then use the top of your nail to kind of flick 12 and 12 on the D and G. And then we've got, so mute, hammer on the 7, open pluck the G. So this is going to be downstroke, down, up, PP, IM, 7 and 12 on the D and G harmonics. The last 4 notes are going to be, and that's hammer on the 9 of the A, middle finger pluck the open D, hammer on the 7 of the E, downstroke, thumb on the low E. So that's going to go right into. So instead of, you're going to do. So you've got a note on your downbeat versus starting on the upbeat. The difference between this time and the last time, after your PPIM, you're going to immediately go into a downstroke. So it goes. Then. So the second time you're going to add a downstroke on the second time of. And that's the whole thing. So slow, you're going to do it. So if you're confused about any of that, you can pick up the guitar tabs at polyphiatabs.com.